Now to these markets, everybody. I mean, this has been a wild ride. You're probably used to it if you watch this show every day. But here's the alert for you right now. That fear gauge is sinking. That's the volatility index, the VIX. We talk a lot about it. And there's the markets right there. I'll give you that. But there's the VIX. Thanks, guys. Down almost 13%. You know, the VIX, if you track it every day, and I know Liz does, it's had an average basically since 1990. The VIX has reached an average level of 37 when the market bottoms, but it spikes usually up to about 85 during, especially we saw this during 2020 when you had that big March 2020 sell-off. That's when the pandemic started. So, but volatility now falling. Maybe that's a good thing, because again, you're seeing a strong performance in the markets. Dow at 564, and then the Nasdaq. This is interesting. It's the leader right now. It got battered. It's down 28% so far this year. But right now, the Nasdaq is actually coming back. What does that mean? Maybe some of these big cap tech stocks that have gotten really slaughtered this year, maybe those guys are going to be okay. Maybe you start to buy them. I want to bring in right now for a floor show. I've got Teddy Weisberg from joining me right now, as well as Dutch Masters. And Teddy, to you first, and then Dutch, I'll get to you. But Teddy, your initial reaction on what you're seeing right now?
Well, I think obviously the market likes what they heard, but I think I don't think we're out of the woods yet, because and he mentioned this 2 or 3 times that he has no control over energy and to a certain degree agriculture. And quite frankly, I think the bigger problem for inflation, or the biggest component, is energy. And energy is something that clearly that this country can deal with. If we reverse the energy policy that's been imposed since Biden became president. But energy is a big problem, and the food is a big problem. Thanks, unfortunately, to what's going on in the Ukraine. So yes, the market liked what they heard today, but I'm clearly not a believer. I think any rally is probably more of a better selling opportunity than a buying opportunity, in spite of the fact that stocks have been down hard now for the last 2 or 3 weeks. What am I saying? We're not out of the woods yet, okay. I don't think.
Fair enough, Teddy. And I think you're right. The other question here, Dutch, and this kind of goes to what Teddy is saying, is that, there's been so much talk about a recession. Will this tightening, 75 basis points, 50 basis points, as we go throughout the year, is that going to push the economy into a recession? Now, to be clear, Powell defended the economy on several occasions, but that's his job.
Well, I think we're already probably in a recession here at the beginning of one. He said over and over again he wanted to see progress on inflation. He's not going to see it. The next print's going to be hot again. We're going to be a CPI print of like 875, and then we'll probably hit a 9 on the next one. He's not going to see progress on inflation. He's using a tool that won't work for the kind of inflation that we have. And he's crashing markets, whether they're stock, bond, currency markets, emerging debt markets. He's crashing markets all over the place. He said he's watching the real estate market. Well, he's going to watch that one crash too, because I know that all the speculators in the real estate market are gone, G-O-N-E, gone, man. So they're gone. What we're entering into here is a period of stagflation. We're going to be range bound in these markets. I agree with Teddy. This is not a bottom. We're going to be range bound probably for the next 3 to 5 years. People who are doing index investing or passive investing or long only investing are going to be faced with a squeeze. And that squeeze is that their accounts are going to go nowhere. And inflation is going to be running 4 to 7% for a while. And the Fed just admitted that today. So I think the market in its 500 or 600 point rise today on the Dow has got this completely wrong. And I went the other way. I'm shorting more of it because I think we're going to get when the grown-ups come back to their desks tomorrow and see that the Fed just admitted that inflation is out of control, and they're going to see another 2 75 basis point hits. That this market's going to roll over again before we get to a bottom. People are going to have to learn how to use inverse ETFs and technical analysis to trade successfully within a range, because index investing and passive investing is going to be done. It won't work.
When the grown-ups come back to the trading desk tomorrow, I can't even add anything else to that. Judge Masters, well said. I mean, you gotta have a sense of humor when you got a market that looks like this today. Teddy Weisberg, thanks, guys. We may need it if you're both right that this is not the end of these volatile markets. I appreciate both of you. Great to have you on, guys.